Yeah, Lawson, getting ready for the first game of the season. What would your advice be? You know, a couple of freshmen in your position room, just for the guys who are going to be going through that game day experience for the first time, and just what to anticipate when they get to Saturday.
Um, well, my advice would be just to not make it more than what it is. At the end of the day, you're just playing football, the game we've all played growing up for so many years now. It's the same thing. We've scrimmaged. We've gone against the SEC opponent now twice in scrimmages, going against each other. So it's nothing we haven't seen. Just stay calm, stay true to yourself, and just trust your preparation.
Austin, can you talk about the way Coach Smart challenges? I report, I guess, the first scrimmage tight ends thought they had a pretty good day, and he mentioned nobody breaks a tackle. Seems like the bar's always going up on you guys. Can you talk about Kirby and how you guys respond to that?
Yeah, he just expects a lot from us, and if we're not reaching that standard, Kirby does a great job of demanding. He doesn't let. He needs you to meet his expectations, and if you don't meet that, he's going to confront and demand it. So, and we didn't meet it that day, so had something to say about it.
I feel like one of the more pivotal points of the SEC championship was that tackle you made on Gunner's interception. If you can even remember back to that, can you tell us what was your read on the play and just how you were able to get there so fast?
Yeah, I mean, it's just stamped in us from the moment we get here to cover down every single play. So I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was just thinking the ball got picked, just go. You just always follow to the ball, and dude ended up not blocking me, and I just ended up making a pretty routine tackle, I feel like. You know, it wasn't like a spectacular play. I was just right place, right time, and that's just something we're taught since we get here, and it shows up in the biggest moments when you least expect it.
Lawson, going back to what Coach Smart said after that first scrimmage, how do you feel like you guys as a tight end room responded to that, and just how you guys performed over the course of fall camp?
Yeah, well, we did a great job, I feel like, of not wasting a day. We accepted the challenge. We were challenged with a lot this camp, and I feel like we've done a great job of just stacking days, trying to turn one good day into two, two into three, three into four, and just so on and so forth. And I feel like we did a great job, and I'm really happy with everybody top to bottom.
What aspect of your game do you think you've improved on throughout camp, rather that be like run blocking or catching the ball or like reviewing the playbook?
I would say pass blocking has been a really big focus. Something we've started drilling a lot and making a big emphasis is being a strength in pass blocking, and that's something we've really focused on, opposed from years past where it hasn't been a big emphasis.
Hi, you mentioned your advice for some of the younger guys. What do you recall from your first game?
My first game I was cleared, I believe, was Auburn, my freshman year, because I missed the first couple games. And I just remember I didn't know if I was playing or not, and that was my first away game too, I believe. So that was just insane. Like I didn't know what to expect much, but I just remember trying to take it in, like I said, just not make it more than it is. Just trusting my preparation, trusting I'm here for a reason, and trusting myself, trusting the guys around me.
Lawson, just tell me a little bit about you and Oscar obviously share a lot of snaps. You guys play a lot together, and I know you guys spend a lot of time together. Just tell me what that relationship's like. You've been around him for a while, so just what is that relationship like, and that competition between the two of you?
Yeah, it's competition, but the biggest thing is we just root for each other. Like the better Oscar does, the more chances we both get. If I do something bad, then it's going to be less opportunities for the tight end, so it hurts him too. So at the same time, like, we're competing against each other, but we're helping each other out and we succeed. So we're always rooting for each other, supporting each other, trying to be the most connected group on the team. So I think we do a great job about it.
We'll have a chance to talk to Chris Cole here in a little bit. What's that like going up against a guy like him at practice, and what stands out to you about his game?
He's just a dude that brings an insane amount of energy. It's just sideline to sideline. He's everywhere, man. He runs so hard every play, he's just a wild man. His hat's always on fire. So it's good reps going against a guy like that who's always gonna cover down to the ball. It really helps you strain and get used to finishing out the play and sustaining blocks.
Listen, I can't remember who told the story when you showed up early for bowl practices, but somebody made the reference you were wanting to fight everybody. I know that meant you were being aggressive, but can you reflect back on coming in and what you were trying to prove from the jump once you came to Georgia?
Yeah, I just feel like everyone when they first comes in, especially me, like just wanted to prove to myself and to everybody that I belonged. So I was trying to finish every play as hard as I can. And I still am now, but came in with a big chip on your shoulder that you want to be respected. You want to earn respect because when you first get here, no one's going to respect you until you take it. And that's how it is anywhere. You got to take it before it's given.
Debut game, except for G-Day for Zachariah Branch, Noah Thomas. What do you expect Georgia fans are going to see from those guys Saturday?
just energy. I love those dudes bring so much juice, Noah and Zach. They've been flying around all camp. I'm really excited for them to finally get to put it together against another opponent.
Lawson, this offense now has spent weeks now preparing for this moment on Saturday. You guys take the field. What's the most exciting thing, having, learned and grown and made adjustments, whatever y'all been doing? What's the most exciting thing about this offense to you come Saturday?
I'm excited to see us run the ball. We've put in so much effort to getting better in the run game, and I'm excited to be able to see an opportunity for that to come to fruition.
Lawson, what did you see from the offensive line over the course of fall camp, and what do you feel like is that group's potential going into the year?
I love how much that room loves each other. They go through so much stuff together. I feel like it's always those 5, 6, 7 guys and just in the foxhole together, and I love how close they are. They got great leadership in that room, and I'm just really excited for them to see their work pay off, go against somebody different, and I love how excited those dudes get.
Lawson, that's the second time that we've heard talking about a room being connected. What is it that y'all are doing, I guess, special to be connected? I know in the past y'all did skull sessions. Like, what is it that y'all are doing as a team to build that connection?
I think what we've done to help build that connection is Kirby has made it an emphasis to have juice, like be excited for one another. And when you see your brother get excited for you, you want to do the same to them. And I just think that has brought us closer, in all honesty. Just supporting each other, it makes you respect each other more and want to support your brother next to you.
Also, what did you see from Elyiss as he went through his first fall camp and just what he brought to the table every day?
Yeah, that dude strains his tail off every day. I didn't really know what to expect going into fall camp with him, but I think he surprised all of us. He played extremely well, extremely hard. Really physical guy, great effort guy, bends really well. And I love the kid. I love him in our room, and I love how he's coming along. I'm really happy for him.
Coach Smart talked about the hunger of this team, and it's been brought up multiple times this, leading into this season. Just as a player, what is it that you think that this team, feels just going into this season? Is there, any extra motivation, or is it just what this culture is around here?
We just want to earn respect. I feel like one thing we've been talking about is first impressions. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and that's Saturday. And we want to come out with our hats on fire, play as best as we can, show how connected we are, and show that all this grind we've gone through this whole offseason hasn't been for nothing.
Another follow-up on Elyiss. You said you guys were surprised at some of the things he was doing. What specifically did he surprise you guys with?
I wouldn't say surprised. Maybe I worded myself wrong, but just for such a big guy, it's really impressive to see how well he bends, which maybe that's what I should have said. But he just does a great job of lowering his pads, playing with good pad level, and he's just a really competitive guy.
That's hard to do for a guy as tall as he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Todd Hartley was praising your leadership a little bit earlier in the summer. Where do you think that comes from?
It's just something that's been stamped to me since I was in high school, since growing up and being a little kid. It was something that was pushed into me a lot in high school. I wasn't a super natural leader, but one of my coaches in high school made it a big emphasis for me. And that's just a way, he told me it was one of the ways you change a legacy. Everyone can be a great player, but they remember the leaders, they remember how you made people feel. And that was just a conversation that we had that kind of changed my outlook. So, I mean, it's a challenge every single day to come and be a great leader day in, day out. But just like technique, just like catching the ball, it's something that's worked on every single day. And you got to make an active approach to get better at it every single day.
Time for one more question. Lawson, I guess we know about Kirby's leadership. I wonder, how did Brock Bowers influence you? You got to come in and spend some time with him. What did playing with a guy like that do for you?
Brock wasn't a super vocal leader, as a lot of people know, but Brock was so unbelievably competitive that it just affected everyone else. Like, one of my biggest takeaways from Brock is that it didn't matter the drill, the period, whether it was 2 minutes to win the game or whether it was a special teams indie period. Like, the kid refused to lose. No matter how tired he was, no matter how late in the day, how early in the day, how hot it was, how cold it was, he didn't care. All he cared about was winning, no matter who he was going against. And that's my biggest takeaway from him.